Alright. We're live, people. No time for jokes. Don't say fuck. Don't say shit. Alright?
But you just said those things.
Well, what I meant was to wait until I said them. Because anybody's gonna get this thing demonetized and taken out of the algorithm, it's gonna be me.
Alright.
Alright, listen here, you futtermucker.
You're so clean.
I know. The few times I've sworn from my coworkers, it caught them severely off guard.
That wasn't right. Yeah, I tweeted the right thing. I just gotta reshare that link. I accidentally took the link that you gave me earlier and shared it on a server instead. Someone immediately responded to it with like, yeah, nice, I like that song too. And I'm like, that's not what I meant to do. But now that I've got your attention.
I mean, it's my new music addiction for a reason. Alright, so we've got highs from Mr. Mario and Charles B. And Mr. Mario wants to know how we're doing tonight, and Charles B wants to know how big is Heather's office compared to Brownie's.
I don't know, Brownie, like, have you looked at it? I don't think there's a huge... Maybe his is bigger?
My office is about 10 inches bigger.
And he doesn't have as much shit in it as I do.
Yep. How bad does my voice sound tonight? Because I'm a little congested here.
It's not that bad.
Sounds just about normal to me.
Alrighty then.
Let me turn up your volume a little bit. There we go. Okay. Time to open up this week's bottle of Stella Rosa wine. Today we're doing Stella Berry. The good thing about them is that they don't use corks.
NLP Unplugged says, so I was wondering if I could show you my OC, but I can only show you on my comment section.
I don't understand. Why is that the only way you can show it to me?
I don't know. I mean, if they just joined the Discord server for Join Your Patreon at $10 a month, they'd be able to show you in any of the image hosting channels we have.
Yeah, it'd probably be like Art Gallery or something. Ah, yes. This wine has been chilling for weeks.
And Charles B is asking, what is that foam on your table?
Foam. Do you mean this? Because it's not foam. This is this week's project. This is a commission for our friend Chuckly Fun. You'll see him on Twitter. He commissioned me to make a pink fox from Genshin Impact. For those familiar with the game, it's like this pink-haired girl that turns into a fox, so I am making that fox for him. You see here, we have a finished body. Now, if you notice here, this isn't like the ordinary yarn I usually use. Like, let me get some for an example. Like, this is yarn I usually use. You see, it's very different. It's just the basic yarn, you know? This is basic yarn right here. It's got the default texture, I guess you could say. That's the default texture pack. This is the primo stuff. This is the fluffy stuff. And I found it for a good price at a local discount store, Ollie's. So, yeah, I found that so that we could get an extra fluffy fox. So I'm very excited to be working with this. What I found with working with this yarn is that, like, take a look at it here. It's actually like a thin string with, like, little furs attached to it. It's kind of nice working with it because it feels nice in my hands, but also when you start looping it together, like I'll show you the section I'm working on right now, it's so fuzzy you can't really see the stitches, so I kind of have to go on good faith on where I'm at with counting. It's kind of a guessing game, so that's another disadvantage to working with this yarn. But on the plus side, very nice texture. So we got the body here. I'm making it a little bigger than I initially anticipated because working with this, I'm not sure how my rounds are doing. So, but I don't think that's a bad thing. It fits nicely in the palm. But here's the body because it's going to be in a sitting position. Here's the head that I've made. I think it's a decent sized head. We're going to be adding ears and stuff to it. Here are the two front paws. Two little paws right there. And right now I'm working on a set of ears. So yeah, once again, I am providing content for the Genshin Impact fandom. A fandom that I am not involved with in the slight bit outside of this.
Alrighty then.
Yeah. Good stuff. And I think I saw someone in the chat saying I hear Kitty.
Yep, and then Charles wants to know when wine expires.
Honestly, it's not supposed to. I mean, it's always the thing that you gotta age your wine, isn't it? I assume it's like anything else. And since it was sealed, it's still good.
Look who is here. It is the kitty.
She's gonna show off my new pants. These leggings that I bought a few weeks ago when I was out in the mall with Bronny and his cousin. They're paw prints on them. Just a whole bunch of kitty paws. And I'm just gonna show off her slightly new collar that has little angel wings on it.
What do you think, kitty? What do you thinking?
Looking shabby. Now, if I brushed you just the other day, what happened? Been letting her walk out on the patio with me, so I feel like she feels a little more entitled, like she's king around here.
You're not king, kitty. You're not.
Yes. Battleship Agincourt, I see your comment. You've got a nice kitty. Can I have her? Let me tell you now, you can't handle this cat. I can barely handle this cat. Okay, there's a lot that comes with this cat. For one, diabetic. You're gonna have to give her a unit of insulin in the morning with her breakfast and at night with her dinner. You also gotta give her allergy meds right now because she's starting to scratch up her back. It has to do with the insulin. It irritates her skin for some reason, so you'll have to deal with that every 3 to 6 months. She's also not the best behaved. She's always jumping on the counter lately, and she will try to eat your food. It doesn't matter if it's mac and cheese, potatoes, some form of meat. She wants it and thinks she deserves it. She's also been more insistent lately on that she wants to go outside, but she can't go outside because she is an elderly cat, and she will die if she's let out to be exposed to the elements. So there's that. So, you can try and take her, and I will do my best to resist you, but if you do, just know that, she's kind of a handful. And that's the honest truth. I am one of the few that is willing to take on such a challenge. I mean, how do you know?
You know, when you said she would die if she goes outside, I imagine it's more along the lines of predators, but I imagine she goes outside, one paw on the grass, keels over. Poison grass!
Oh my god, I don't even think she's been around grass. At least not in years. Because, I don't know, we don't have a really grassy
Bit by
lawn.
leaf?
I'm thinking predators. And also, she's not the brightest. I feel like she'll walk out into the street and not move fast enough to get out of the way of a car. She's just really old and not that fast.
Really stupid.
She's not that bright either. Show it, Kitty. Show it.
Yeah.
Show it.
But you can't survive. You cannot survive.
So I mostly go out and supervise her if she wants to walk around outside. Alright, Kitty, I have to get to crochet.
Or just one day she goes outside, someone insults her from the street, and she just keels over.
Emotional damage.
Oh, God. Charles B asked, do you or Bronny have any scratches or bites from knife currently? I do, because a few days ago, I was out with her on the patio near the porch. I let her out for a bit, but she was getting hissy or like uppity with me, so I'm like, you know what? Outside time is over. You're being bad. So I picked her up, I took her inside, and as I was closing the door, she turns around and like gives me a double slap with the claws. And it hurt for like a minute, and I'm like, I can't believe you did that. So I put her in a timeout, and I went to the mirror to check it out, and she like, I don't know if like you'll see it here. You got a couple scratches here and here. And over here, there's things that look like pimples, they're little punctures. So I got like a little bit of a scathing on my face. Ronnie sometimes gets scratches on her from his hand, but it's mostly because she's playing with him and she doesn't know how to not be rough. But yeah, that's the only time she's ever really lashed out so angrily with me. But, you know, cats are going to be bad sometimes. Cat's got a cat. Charles Beast also asks, who cleans Knife's litter more, you or Bronny? I do, because I don't feel like it's fair to Bronny to ask him to do that. He didn't even want the cat. Huh?
I certainly don't want to do it.
Yeah, exactly. And who wants to do it? I have an automatic cat litter box. Like, it was broken for a while, but then they sent me a new one finally, so I got a new one in there, so, like, it's really not something I should have to do daily. She seems to like the manual litter box more, though. So I'm just gonna have to take the manual litter box out, dump it, which I'll probably do tomorrow, so she'll have no choice but to use the automatic litter box, but I hope she doesn't take that as a sign as I'm gonna piss on the floor in rebellion because I don't like the other litter box. I'm not sure what her deal is.
She's a stupid cat. That is her deal.
Apparently Bronny's volume is low.
Yeah, I have him turned up really high, too. Like
I just put my mixer up all the way, so
yeah, that's
I'm not sure what else
that works.
to do.
That works, yeah, because I have you at like 186, so you should be like pretty high.
Goodness. Tired today. What are you thinking about, Heather?
Crochet, like I always think about Bronny. Nothing but pure thoughts over here. Oh, now that the cat's no longer on me, everyone check out my new pants. What's this? Oh, that's a string.
There's still cats on you.
Yes, but yeah, everyone look. They look nice. No one has complimented me on them yet today, so I expect the chat to be full saying how great they are. Alright, everyone got a good enough look? Perfect.
Yep. They do look really nice on you.
They're good pants. I want poppy corn, but now's not the time.
I'll make you some in a little bit.
Hell yeah. Alright. Well, what's new for everyone else?
I got new earbuds today.
Which ones did you end up getting?
The Sony Link Buds.
Were those the ones you were showing me yesterday? Or it wasn't yesterday, was it?
Probably the day before.
Yeah.
What is it? 17. Today should be 19. So yeah, on Thursday.
I found it so wild how much people were charging wireless earbuds for, because I got a set of Jabra earphones, and I guess I must have gotten them on sale because they got them for $60, $70, and they're perfectly good, I think. And people are paying like almost $200 for a pair of stuff.
Yep. The problem is I can't do silicone tips, so I have to get a little exotic, and the exotic options tend to be pricier.
Yeah, that sucks.
On the bright side, though, for anyone who doesn't know what the Link Buds are, they are a pair of earbuds with a hole in the center of them. So I can wear these things at work and still be able to hear customers because the sound travels right through it.
I would not want that.
In his line of work, it makes sense.
Yeah, most of the time I prefer being cut off, and I also have tinnitus, so sounds around me really irritate me because I have sounds inside my head I can't get away from. So I wear noise-canceling headphones pretty much at all times.
Are you one of the people that like would sleep with a fan on just because the sound?
No. I do actually prefer it being quiet when I'm sleeping. However, I do sleep with a fan on my face so that there's airflow over my head. Because it gets way too stuffy without it.
Let me see.
Yeah, I'm roughly the same way.
I think this ear will be good.
What was that laugh I just heard?
It wasn't me. It might be someone on Emerald's End.
What happened?
Yeah, we heard someone laughing in your end.
Oh. Yep. That was my friend who just came up to the mic and did a "huh yeah" in an extremely high-pitched voice.
That is cause for laughter, indeed.
Well, it was even more laughter for both him and his girlfriend because I just turned around and said Frito breath.
Yeah.
Because my mic is 2 inches away from my face, so...
Ugh. Well, anywho, I've been able to work steadily on this commission throughout the week while watching Golden Girls. Let me tell you, it's interesting watching a show where, like, chicks in their 60s to 50s are just regularly on dates and just by admission getting railed. Especially the slutty one.
You mean Betty White?
Betty White's not the slutty one, at least not in this show. I don't know about her personal life. Though she is getting railed.
I could have swore she was the slutty one in that show.
Nah, the slutty one in that show was Blanche. I forget what her real name is, but nah. Betty White was the dumb one, like the bimbo of the group, essentially. Like, the running jokes with her is that she's always talking about the city from Minnesota that she grew up in that's, like, you know, like, made of Scandinavian immigrants. And Dorothy is the funny, sarcastic one that never gets a win!
You wanna play?
And then there's Sophia, Dorothy's mom, who's just, you know, there and doing everything. She's getting it, too. She's had a few boyfriends in this series, and she got married. Before anyone else.
Wow.
I know, right? Her husband died. She just got another one. Of course, that was season 4? I'm in season 4 right now. I think there's like 6 seasons. Hamming my way through it. Let's see, what's going on? MLP Unplugged says, wow, your pants look cute. Thank you, finally. Charles B says, isn't Chuckle the changeling from Bliss's channel? I wouldn't know that. I'm not Lightning Bliss, so I have no idea. Oh, Charles B says, if you want to see an adultish Betty White movie, look up Grandma's Boy. I don't have to. I've watched that thing on repeat on DVD like years ago. It was a great movie. I loved that movie.
Oh, that was not a good movie.
What are you talking about? That movie was hilarious.
It was not
Yes,
hilarious.
it was.
Disgusting. That was
You
a
just
horrible movie.
You don't get it.
There's nothing to get.
Don't
It's gross out humor.
Not all of it. It's immature, sure. Gosh, Brian, you know what? You're just too much of a snob for it. You're too much of a snob for one of the classics, the cult classics.
Yes. 100% yes.
He admit he's a snob.
I make no apologies.
Oh, Charlie also mentioned something that there was a Golden Palace thing that was made, like apparently a sequel to the Golden Girls. Yeah, I've heard of it. I'll look into it after I'm done with Golden Girls to see if I am interested. Charles B. asks, is Bronny an Adam Sandler fan?
Not really.
You're telling me you do not love the classic Little Nicky?
I do not like Little Nicky.
You're just bumming on everything, Bronny. Real disappointing. God, yeah, it's so hard to tell where my stitches are sometimes with this furry-ass yarn. Just sometimes you gotta stick the needle in and just hope for the best. God, slippy yarn, too. There we go.
I did like, Happy Gilmore. That was an alright movie.
I never watched that one.
We'll fix that.
It's a must-see.
Yeah.
Alright. I did see Big Daddy.
That one, was alright, I guess.
Let's see, were there any more? Jack and Jill. Saw that.
I don't remember Jack and Jill.
It wasn't really good. I mean, I had to find enough time watching it. I feel like I went to see it because of my brother.
50 First Dates wasn't very good either.
That's probably one that my mom likes. She likes all that rom-com-y crap.
Mm-hmm.
Charles B. says, you might like some of Sandler's non-comedy films like Punch Drunk Love or Uncut Gems. Never heard of them. Was Wedding Singer an Adam Sandler movie?
I don't remember.
I feel like that was him in it. Well, let's talk about a celebrity that actually matters. Jack Black. Where is he and what is he doing right now?
I don't know.
He's being a gem is what he's doing. I remember School of Rock. I remember Tenacious D and the Pick of Destiny. Watched that thing like crazy when I was in middle school. Even when like the disc we had like got scratched so parts of it would fuck up when you tried to watch it, I'd still watch it. I watched it, and I watched the cut of it that Kyle Gass and Jack Black were doing like commentary for it.
Mm-hmm.
Love that movie that much. Gotta rewatch that movie. It was a great movie. Or just get like the freaking Pick of Destiny. Like as a necklace or something. Or just as a pick. I remember I wanted one for the longest time. Right now there's like a meme on TikTok that's taken like, cause like, you know, freaking Jack Black kind of beatboxes.
To a degree?
Yeah, like when he does a song, he'll be like, you know, the Kyle Gass song, it'd be like do 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 do, that kind of shit. He like kind of just riffs. The
Yeah,
sound.
they generally call that scat.
Scatting, right? beatboxing and scatting really don't fit because it's rock and it doesn't fit like the genre he sings. But like I guess he scats. Anyways, where was I going with that?
I have no idea.
I have no idea either. Oh yeah, the TikTok meme. It has him scatting one of the verses from his songs, and there's just like a succulent bear, like a bear themed after a succulent, like that you can just pop over places and people will just play that sound effect and have the bear doing weird shit. I don't get it. It was funny the first few times, but then I'm just like, huh? Oh, I turned it inside out on accident. That's what's going on here. Or did I? Right here. Working with a ring like this is difficult when all this fluff is in the way.
Truck Zone says hi.
What's up, Chuck? You're here in time for some quality crocheting. We're using a new material. Does it have a name? I should probably look at that. It's Red Heart yarn, but it's a fluffy yarn. I showed this to Brian when he was over at our house because he's the one conditioning me. And I just went up, Brian, I got the good shit, and I handed it to him. He was like, oh, nice. It's good stuff. It's only $4.99. I was looking at Walmart today, and not only do they not have yarn like that, anything like comparable is like $5 to $7. So I saved. Good stuff.
Charles B says that yarn would be perfect for a Flufflepuff plush.
It could be, actually, I see it, but it's not puffed enough. I'd have to do a few layers, because if you see it like this, up close, like, once you crochet it, the fluff kind of gets decentralized. It's all in knots and stuff. For a Flufflepuff plushie, I think we'd have to go even fluffier. Maybe sew in even more fluff, You'll have to go pretty far for that. Might have twisted this. God, I hate when something like that happens. I'm gonna have to undo this. How bad is it?
So, idea if you could get that kind of yarn in 7 colors. Twink.
Oh, the freaking monster thing that's Lightning Bliss's pet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can see
That'd
that.
be a good idea.
Yeah, that'd be something to crochet. That's an interesting shape. I just gotta make this crochet work. Perfect. And just to reiterate, we're making an ear here. God damn it, twisties. Haha. It's gonna be like a flat like this. It's gonna kind of swoop down like that. Like think of an animal that has its ears to the side and down. And if anyone else noticed, I did my nails today. So you can go ahead and compliment those too. It's red. It's red on gold.
You're just fishing for compliments today, Heather.
I got nothing else to do. And I've done a lot for myself. And why doesn't anyone say anything? of all the effort I put in. I wore a nice outfit with really nice pants. I did my nails really nice. Why aren't they noticing, Bronny?
I don't know
Why? No one notices the effort Heather puts into her appearance. I know I'm a little fat. Belly doesn't look good in this shirt. But I deserve some praise.
I'd say the belly looks good.
I don't know, I feel like the fade in this shirt kind of accentuates it, but whatever you say. Anyway, after I'm done with this commission, if I don't get another commission, I have to work on, well, not exactly a commission, but it's something for one of my nephews. So there'll be that, and then I'll probably try to finish that orange rainbow monkey that I started, but stopped so I could work on commissions. And let's see. On my list of crochet projects, having an orange rainbow monkey I think rounds me out, because I've made almost every color of rainbow monkey. Pink, purple, blue, yellow, and I'll make this orange one. And I don't remember what other colors I had. Green. I actually should go out and get a good shade of green that would look good as a rainbow monkey, so I can have that as a picture as well. Then I'll probably make a few Carl the Cupcake, so I have a few just ready to go, and also I can display the different colors. Because honestly, anyone who orders Carl the Cupcake only orders him in pink, but I will offer him in different colors. But I think people, like, they see the pink, because that's the only one I've made so far. Like, that's the only one people ask for. And they're like, well, I already know the pink looks good, because I can see it's all over that one. But I guess I gotta make them of all the colors, so I can post pictures of it, and they'll be like, oh, the other colors look nice too. I will get that one. Not to mention all the other art projects. Eh?
Sorry about that. Have I ever told you guys about the reusable straw I used to have?
Was it silicone or metal?
Both, actually.
How the heck was it both?
It had a metal outer sleeving, but the inside was silicone rubber, so that it could be folded down to be put into a case without having that sliding action. Made it really easy to clean, too.
Oh, I like it.
Mm.
God, no, there's no way around it. This ring got twisted. I hate it when that happens. It's hard enough when it happens like with regular yarn, but with furry yarn, it's a whole other deal. I have to restart this.
Unfortunately for me, one night I got a large soda, and I was using the straw to drink it, and then when I got home, I absentmindedly threw the cup away.
Oh, jeez.
And I didn't notice until the next morning, after it was trash night.
Oh, we've all been there. That chain is just stuck there forever. This happens when you get really fine yarn. Come now, come on. We have to do this the easy way. Knife, I got a string for you. Whenever you come in, play with it. Alright, maybe it'll be easier if I directly crochet it onto the head.
Charles wants to know if we remember the Tenacious D song Tribute.
Tribute? Does he mean tribute? Or is there a song called Tribute that I haven't heard?
I don't know.
Because of course I've heard tribute.
I can't say I know that song.
This is going to be difficult. I don't know if that's the right way to do this. Oh yeah, he's talking about Tribute. Yeah, it's the song where they talk about that they ran into a demon on the highway, and the demon said the only way he would let them go is if they sang a really awesome song, and they did. And he was like, "Are you guys angels?" And they're like, "Nah." And they're like, "Just so you know, the song we sang to them wasn't actually this song. It didn't really sound like it, but this is just a tribute to that song that got them away from the demon."
Yeah, I remember that.
It's a good one.
Yeah, I definitely know that one.
I remember being stuck in a Borders, like, the precursor to Barnes & Noble. And, they let you listen to demos of all the tracks on, CDs, and I found a Tenacious D one. And I would just listen to as much of the demos as I could.
Hey, it's Brandon.
Hey, how are you?
We're doing all right.
What's up, Brandon?
How much?
How much what?
I'm sorry?
Oh, I thought you were asking a question.
Oh, no. I'm only gonna be here for a short time because I have to wake up early tomorrow. I'm going to the museum, to a museum with my partner.
Lucky.
But I just wanted to, report something funny. Got in the mail today. A court authorized notice of a class action settlement against the company I used to work for back in 2014. And and apparently I have the note in front of me between November 9th, 2014 and January 11th, 2022, which fits. So it's because we're required to wear a uniform and we're not provided laundering services or uniform maintenance pay. And your base hourly rate of pay at any time during the class period was equal to or within 50 cents of the applicable New York minimum wage rate. So basically, yeah. In May, the company, because they refused to provide laundering services, is gonna be forced to pay about $8 or so as it stands now. It could be more, it could be less. By the Supreme Court of New York, and I just think it's hysterical. So, hey, if the hearing's May 10th, so if May comes around and I get a check for $8, I won't complain.
I remember getting something like that. Freaking when I worked for that sporting goods store, a million years ago. I remember when I lived back in Arizona, I got it in the mail, hey, someone's suing them because this, and you could get in on this lawsuit. And I was just like, okay, whatever, and then forgot about it. And then eventually I got a check for $70, and I was just like, cool! I got
wow.
$70.
That's awesome. Can we switch?
I can't. I'm pretty sure I spent the money.
I mean, you know what? That's fair. If I get $8, I'm probably gonna buy pizza with it. I mean, or anything at all. But I just still think it's funny. And maybe I have a bit of a bias though, because I hated working for them.
That's fair. Let them bleed a little money. It's cool.
I'm sorry?
Let them bleed a little money. It's cool. Because even if they're only giving you $8, they have to give a million other people $8, and that might actually amount to something that might hurt them. Then again,
it's not gonna end them or anything like I secretly wish it does. That what would happen to them. But $8 is $8, honestly. So.
There's so much contempt within me that even a company I worked for recently, I had gotten a letter, saying, hey guys, we're trying to cut spending where we can on these cards and whatever, because, with whatever stores closing because of COVID, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh, you guys are losing money right now? I don't care. I don't weep for you. You're a big corporation. I don't think you're gonna die because of this. So I just stole some more office supplies, and that was it. Yay!
Charles B is asking, has Bronny ever tried sneaking up and scaring you in the house yet?
On several occasions!
On screen.
What
was that?
On several occasions. Very many occasions. On stream, too. There was one time I was just innocently on my computer, being the ultimate best nerdy girlfriend ever, and he decided to go up to my window, stick his face in it in the middle of the night, and then bang on the window, and I just go, what the fuck? Because all I saw was a big smiley pervo outside, and it was him. And there's been times, I'm just on...
Hysterical.
Shut up. No, it's not. And there was times
I
when
know I was
Wait.
there for it. I don't remember if it was before stream or on stream.
on stream there was another time he did that. Like I was focused on the stream, and he comes around and he has a snack that I asked for like an hour ago, and then he's just like, Heather, and I'm like, ah, shit.
Okay, but what I want to know is, did you throw anything at the window?
No, I kind of was just in my chair, and I was just like, what the fuck? Like I didn't even get up. Stupid.
All right, I'm gonna head out, do what I need to do, stuff.
Alrighty. See you later.
Alright, catch you later.
See you around.
Anyhow, I've gotten Bronny back like one time. I don't try too hard because I'm not really thinking about it. There was one time though I wanted to talk to him about something, but he was in the bathroom and was taking too long, so I got annoyed and I just waited like directly in front of the door, and he just like casually opened the door and I was just like, Bronny, and he's like, what? So I got him once.
Yep, that was earlier this week.
Yeah, that's probably the only time I can remember. Oh my god.
You know, speaking of taking an hour to get someone food, I did that tonight.
How so?
'Cause I walked to McDonald's.
Well, you
Don't do that.
gotta work it off somehow.
Yeah. Almost slipped on the ice, too.
Did you get a McDouble?
No. It was a double quarter pounder with bacon for me.
Oh, that's a good one too. Yeah, double quarter pounder. I don't like it with onions. No onions.
I had my order written down because it was super complicated. Okay, so it was a double bacon quarter pounder with cheese, with lettuce, light salt, light pickle, no mustard, with Big Mac sauce, and I requested that they put the lettuce between the cheese and the patty.
Yeah, that is a bit. I don't want to say needless because I'm sure there's a reason.
That's
but
a
I'm like,
lot.
It's that's a little bit. I would get that order at like if I was at Taco Bell and someone was like, "Hey, I would like a taco, unseasoned beef, the cheese underneath the lettuce, with like with sauce from a different thing on top of it," I would be like, "Oh my god." Because also, like, it doesn't stop with me putting it in. Like, the people on the line don't speak English, so they'd be like, what? And I'd be like, okay. So he wants this. So I'd have to help him do it. So it would annoy me. But I'm sure there's a reason.
Yeah. I'm sure you're familiar with the reason. Do you subscribe to Food Theory?
I do. Oh, yeah, does this have to do with,
so
like, the right construction of a burger?
What was that?
Did it has to do with that video where they were, like, the correct construction of a burger? Because I made Bronny sit down and watch that with me, too.
Yes. I was just binging a bunch of theory videos, and I started watching that one, and, like, halfway through it, I went, dang it, I'm in the mood for a burger now.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Well, that's not a good reason.
So, what'd you say?
I was like, well, that's not a good reason to make it complicated.
Well, no, like, the reason it was all complicated was because those would be the options I would put in at the automated kiosk, aka the giant tablet. But I learned the hard way last time I went there. I can't ask for Big Mac sauce in the giant tablet. I need to specifically go to the counter where they add it for me. And of course, there's not really a button in there that says put the lettuce between the cheese and the patty.
Really?
So,
They don't have, like, that little dialogue box where you can just, like, type something in?
not to my knowledge.
I find that surprising. They don't have, like, a option where you can just get the Big Mac sauce on the side?
Unfortunately, no.
I didn't even know.
Especially surprising because
Sorry. That was a burp choke. but like I didn't even know Big Macs had a particular sauce that goes on them.
Oh yeah, they're pretty much famous for it.
I'm not up on that McDonald's lore. I don't even really like the McRib.
I've never tried the McRib.
It's just meat they put in a rib shape, and they put onions on it and barbecue sauce. I don't even like onions, so I'd have to scrape that off. It's not great.
Actually, Food Theory did a video about that too.
Oh yeah, I know. Like I said, I'm subscribed. I'm watching all that shit too. Though I think there might have been some I skipped because I didn't care about the food. But I feel like I've watched most of it. Oh, you know what I didn't watch was making... Like, I watched the video where he, like, proved that you could eat your Christmas tree. But I didn't watch the one where he made the tree into cookies.
Yep. He fed his wife sawdust cookies.
Sounds terrible.
They were. I think once he got past, like, 10% sawdust, she really started to notice.
You know, I think one of the more memorable ones is like when they went around trying to prove whether or not Chuck E. Cheese recycles its pizza. Like they got that Frankenstein pizza, and I'm guessing that's what they're talking. Like, you know, Five Nights at Freddy's security breach.
Yes.
Like, there was an encoded message you got at some point because they'll show you customer complaints. Like, customers are complaining about the customer complaint was like, this pizza has to have reused. There's stuff with different toppings on the pizzas. And also the slices are all weird and jagged and don't look like they go together. I'm like, that is exactly what that Food Theory video is about. Is that why they included that bit of, like, code or, like, messaging? Because that's the only reason I could think of is that Matt Pat made a video about it. And the Five Nights at Freddy's creators... Like, half their popularity has to come from Matt Pat's audience, so there's no way, like, they don't acknowledge it.
Mm-hmm. Battleship Agincourt says, anyone here a fan of NPC-made YouTube channel?
Never heard of it.
And Charles B. wants to know if you would use your channel for videos other than streams.
Oh, I should definitely. With my spare time, I didn't have time to go back to working on my kazoo covers. I really should be doing that, kazoo covers. I haven't had inspiration for videos outside of that. Like, there's definitely stuff I think about and stuff that I talk about. There's a few animatics I'd like to make, but gosh, my time would have to free up considerably. Things would have to stop happening too. It feels like when I get a bit of a hitch on, like I'm either burnt out or I got like something that's gonna happen next. I gotta work on a new commission or something. And that's just life. It happened like that. Alright. We're not twisting this ring this time. Need your fluffy ears to not get twisted. Someone asked, Charles B. asked, where is your kazoo right now? It's like literally 2 feet away from me over here. It's a good kazoo. I have a lot on my desk over here. I gotta take this screen out because apparently I can't use it. I got 2 screens here and a 3rd screen. It's apparently not working. What is it, kitty? What is it, kitty? What?
What is it, kitty?
When I start using that voice, she comes in.
What is it, kitty? What is it?
Here, kitty, I got this for you. It's a piece of string. Play with it. Play with it. It's just on her head, and she doesn't even care. She's just looking at me like, this isn't what I wanted.
Let's play. Let's play. play, Kiki. Let's play. You want to play with me? You want to play with Daddy?
On the plus side, it looks really cute on you. Look at her. She's like she has a little flower crown. Yes, lick your own butt. Maybe she'll feel like playing later.
Charles B says Kitty is saying Brawny is stuck in a well and you have to go save him.
You better be making me popcorn in that well. Also, sweet, we got a well. You know how valuable having a well is? More than you'd think.
Depends. Is it a well-maintained well that you could properly extract water from? Or is it a random hole in the ground that a 5-year-old's gonna stumble into because no one knew it was there?
Well, Brawny's in there, so take from that what you will.
Brawny's down there like, I can't fly and I can't swim, and those are the worst two combinations of things not to be able to do right now.
Yeah, pretty much.
I remember when he was in a wetsuit and all our OCs tried to push him into a pool. Yes, this is a good fuzzy ring. Now, look at this.
I heard.
Kid. Oh my goodness.
Charles B said there should have been it should have been a FIM episode with an actual well that grants real wishes.
That'd be something. It's a story idea that you can explore in fanfiction for sure. Why not? What is the conflict? What is the resolution? Also, why? The only thing I could
Here's
think
an idea.
What?
Oop, go ahead.
I was gonna be like, the only thing I could think of, I'm like, wasn't there an MLP episode? But then I was like, oh no, that was an episode of SpongeBob where Mr. Krabs threw SpongeBob in a well and told him to collect the coins people would throw in there, making wishes. And I don't even remember how that episode ended.
Before I say what I was thinking, Charles B, that is not my lady friend. That is my friend's girlfriend who I live with, and she was telling me that we need to play Jeopardy at some point, because she and him just played it, and if you heard any background noise before now, that is why, because they were getting heated.
Jeopardy's a tough one.
Anyway, where was I? Right, wishing well. So, how about this? A wishing well... Oop, go ahead.
I didn't say anything.
This cat is
Oh,
looking
sorry, it
for
sounded
a
like you
lot of
did.
attention.
She left the room.
Right, so wishing well that grants wishes, but it ungrants the wish of the previous wisher.
That's an idea. Like, it's like I can only grant one wish at a time. Like, the entire time. So it switches.
Yeah, so like, say, Rarity wishes for Tom, the gemstone, or wait, did she name the thing Tom, or am I misremembering a Brody's
Yeah,
react?
which Tom?
Okay. Yeah, so Rarity wishes for Tom, and then Applejack comes up and wishes she could have that giant apple back from the Flutterbat episode, and then Tom disappears. Then Fluttershy goes up and wishes to be a dragon, and then the giant apple disappears.
I don't see Fluttershy
It
making
goes like
that
that.
kind of wish. Fluttershy's the type that would be like,
Oh, I just wish for all the happiness for all the little critters all around the world.
I don't see why she would wish to be a dragon. Or maybe she'd wish to be more assertive because, you know, that's a constant thing.
I was mainly saying that because there were. I was saying Dragon because I remember Flutter Dragon being a rumor around the Brody fandom for years.
I don't know about that stuff. She'll wish to be a tree!
That is an ancient meme.
And I brought it out of retirement. You're welcome.
You should be ashamed of yourself.
Am I ever?
You should be.
And yet here I stand.
And what happened
Right
next?
there.
Well, in Ponyville, they say, the Brody's Birdbuster Winnowing meme grew 5 sizes that day.
Yes, the ring is much better this time. Scratchy. I would like to work with more fluffy yarn so I could really get a hang of it, but I don't know if I could justify just buying a whole bunch of fluffy yarn when I have a box that big filled with a whole bunch of yarns I gotta use up anyway. Look at that. And I talk about how, oh, I gotta get a better shade of green, only because the shades of green I have now are not very
Charles
appealing.
B. said a Grinch parody with Brody's art drawing would be amazing.
But what would he be? Well, he's, you know what? Never mind. I mean, he definitely would be a Grinch regarding Christmas. It'd have to be something that's like insanely ludicrous from the outside looking in, but then he discovers the sentimental value of whatever the hell everyone else is doing.
How the frick am I a Grinch? I love Christmas.
He does, so it wouldn't make sense for it to be Christmas. He loves Christmas.
Well, the reason it'd be a Grinch parody would be because it's... Wait. My brain just short-circuited a little bit. But, anyway. We could take the same beats of the Grinch story and apply it to something other than Christmas.
Valentine's Day? Are you a Grinch about Valentine's Day, Brownie?
No,
St. Patrick's Day.
no. I like holidays.
Yeah, because you're normal in that regard. I don't know. Maybe it's gonna be a holiday we just make
An
up.
anime convention.
Oh my god. Knife, what are you doing? Come on. We gotta check on that shit.
Uh-oh.
Knife. She probably just hopped down from somewhere. I heard stuff, though.
Heather, did you hear what I said before you left to check on Knife?
What was that?
An anime convention.
Yes, but he would. Nah, he goes to those.
Brawny could, you could go to an anime convention and Brawny tags along with you.
It's like, I don't know. Anime conventions are really close to Brony conventions too, so I'm not sure that would work.
Hmm. Well, slightly
I'm
on the same
I'm
topic.
not a Grinch, guys. You're gonna have to pick a different character.
Wait, a Smash Bros. Convention. And he's the Grinchiest about Piranha Plant.
Sure. If I had to pick one.
Yeah, but I don't give a frick about Smash, so that wouldn't really work either.
Alright.
Like, no matter how you look at it, it's a bad plan.
The Smash convention, or having you be the Grinch of a Smash convention?
Both. It's overall a bad plan.
Well, that just goes to show you're the
I don't
Grinch.
like this idea. Come up with a better idea.
Just show you're a Grinch of the Smash convention because you don't want there to be a Smash convention. I want SmashCon, Bronny. I don't even play that game. I just want to have the name.
No.
So Charles B is asking, which Christmas ghost would your OC be the best at playing?
I am the Christmas present.
I would have said the same thing.
What about you, Bronny? Are you Christmas past or are you Christmas future? You're probably future. You're future. Never mind. Sing the song, Bronny.
No.
Hearts warming future. Sing it.
No.
Why not?
I don't want to.
I guess that leaves me as Christmas past.
Yeah, sure. Why not? You know, maybe Bronny would be a good Christmas past. I just thought he would be, like, the better at being a foreboding person. Be like, if you continue down this path of being a total dick about everyone else trying to celebrate Christmas, this is what's gonna happen.
Now that I could do.
Yeah, that's why
I feel like the extra thing that would still... Go ahead, Brody.
I was just saying, I do that a lot anyway.
There you go.
The thing that would extra sell Brody as Christmas future would be that his Christmas future self could have the ghosts of his wigs covered in icicles.
Icicle wings. Just full of ice.
Man, that's horrible.
I just don't get it, Bronny. This is why you're not
I
in
get
costume
it just
today.
fine, it just... it's bad.
I really want to do Princess Ludo cosplay as the ghost of Heartswarming Future, but just be like wear a really long robe and a pair of stilts, because she was just stupidly tall.
You know what? I've never seen this fan art, but there should have been a picture of Celestia looking up at Christmas Future Luna and just being like, really?
I think I saw a meme that like the costume was actually like Luna standing on Celestia's shoulders, and she's like, "Are we done with this part yet?" And it's like, "No, get back in the robe."
And then later at Hayburgers, is this still part of the bit? Yes. Now shush.
You want chicken nuggies or a hay burger?
You know, I've been noticing an argument going around the internet a little bit. Maybe not recently, but relatively recently. Apparently people think that boneless wings are the same thing as chicken nuggets.
They're similar. Similar
I
in
couldn't tell you
concept.
the difference.
You're making me want some spicy nugs.
The only thing I would, or rather the main thing that I would say separates boneless wings from chicken nuggets is that chicken nuggets are made of ground up chicken meat formed into nuggets, whereas a boneless wing, it's still the wing's meat in the wing meat shape. It's just you took out the bone.
Really, a lot of the boneless wings I have, they're not exactly shaped like a wing anymore. They're kind of like nuggety shaped. I mean, like, they're wing nuggets. Is that? Oh, shit. Yeah, these are very fluffy. Yes, I'm all good. I was just making sure I'm going about these ears the way I wanted to. Well, now that I'm thinking about some sweet, awesome chicky nugs, let's change the topic to something less delicious. The first thing I thought about is like how Brawny's OC looks like it's made out of chocolate. It's not better.
You're just thinking about food right now and you can't do anything about it.
I've just looked to the right and I saw Brawny's like icon that's just his OC and I'm like, that looks like chocolate. I was thinking of like Brawny's OC, but like a chocolate rabbit like you see for like Easter. His OC, but that. But I don't want you to be hollow. You either are solid or you're filled with something, Brawny. What's it gonna be?
I'm filled with caramel.
Good. That is exactly what I wanted. If my OC was a candy, what candy would you say it is?
A marshmallow peep.
How could you say that about me?
You don't like marshmallow peeps?
Can't remember the last time I ate one. Everyone hates those. Also, is
I
a
like them.
marshmallow a candy? Like, you can put marshmallows in candy, but I don't know if I'd consider them candy. Yeah, this slope has to be a little more dramatic. Okay, hopefully that does it. Focused a little bit on construction here because these ears got to be a certain shape. So fluffy. Tell me, Brawny, were you tempted by the nightmare bunnies we saw at the store today?
Nope.
Why not? They do not look delicious to you?
I'm not really in the mood for candy. I've been eating a lot of it.
Oh, yeah. Brawny got me, like, the biggest box of chocolates you've ever seen. It was great. And there's still so much of it left.
Yep.
I need it brought to me, Brawny. I heard cat. Yep, she's behind me.
Where'd you go? You are behind me. I saw you. I heard you. That's why you put that little bell on your collar. So
Yep, we're neglecting that poor cat.
She's like, how dare you be on the computer and not have me in your lap and pet me continuously?
Want you sick? Don't you lay on the futon and take a nap next to mommy?
Yeah, she's thinking about it.
Yeah.
You want me to put you up there? Want to pick you up? Nah, you're doing it yourself. She's an independent woman, like her mother.
Good kitty. That's my good kitty.
No, don't look at your brother like that. The last few times, well, no, this week she wasn't too into it, but a while ago when she was laying on the futon, she'd start like putting her paws on the little, I guess, wooden rest of the futon, the armrest, and was looking at Spoon's tank like, what the fuck is that? Can I jump on it? And it's like, no, don't jump on it. I really don't need you doing that. Yeah, I think the other stream might have been where it was happening, where I just ran off screen for a second. I was like, don't jump on that! It wasn't too many streams ago. Don't screw it up now. Yes, Kitty, lay down. Lay down. Sorry, Kitty, my nails are freshly trimmed, so the scratchies probably aren't that satisfying right now. Longer nails equals better scratch. And again, Bronny's able to scratch her pretty good, and he keeps his nails kind of short.
Short as possible. I hate that.
But long nails are still fashionable. They can make it look like you have claws.
No, they're not. Not for men.
Whatever you say, Bronny. Whatever you say. So, what should I
Tell me your
do?
thoughts.
What should I do with these two rainbow balls that I just have at my desk? They used to go to a toy that I no longer have. Like, I don't know where it disappeared to, but I don't have it anymore. So I have these two rainbow balls.
I have no idea.
Knife, would you like a rainbow ball? There you go. Yep, perfect. Take a look, camera. She's over there, and I put the rainbow ball right in her tail, and she's just like, okay. She's living with that. Charles B says juggle, but let me tell you, these balls are a little small to juggle. I think they'd be better suited as, like, toys for Knife. Like, if I throw it down the hall, maybe she'll chase it. Not right now, though. She seems a little sleepy. She feels like lounging. My futon might be one of her favorite places to do that. Other than that, she's just laying on the ground, stalking anywhere. Like, it's either she's, like, you know, kind of bunched up on the kitchen floor, waiting for us to leave so she can jump onto the counters and nap or get food. Or she's, like, on our bed or on this futon. Or another thing she'll do is if she notices I'm doing chores around the house, she kind of follows me. But, like, she doesn't want to, like, make it look like she's following me, so she'll just, like, bunch up in a little kitty loaf, like, on the floor not far from where I'm working and just watch me work. And I'm like, yeah, okay, you're totally just there to hang out. I get it. This house is too small. Today, like, we were laying around in the bed a lot, and she, like, just bunched herself up at the foot of the door. And it's just like, do you want to come inside? And she'd just turn away like, what? No, I don't know what you're talking about. But then we closed the door and she'd meow like, hey, why'd you close the door?
Yeah, she's an annoying cat.
She's a very tsundere cat.
I just found something funny on r/Tumblr.
Oh, what is it today?
Probably one of my favorite random things about Lord of the Rings is the fact that A, Pippin did a Gollum impression in the books. B, Pippin had never met Gollum before that point and never would. C, yet it was an accurate impression and it startled and was recognized by the orc he was speaking to. D, the only possible explanation for The only possible explanation for Pippin Took's accurate Gollum impression is this. Bilbo, while telling stories to the eager children, must have imitated Gollum perfectly. Which also kind of drives home how weird it would have been for both Frodo and Sam to suddenly be traveling with what was basically the equivalent of like Rumpelstiltskin from their childhood bedtime stories. I ever tell you kids about the naked crackhead in the cave that tried to shank me?
That's what it's equivalent to.
And the top comment on the Reddit post about that says, I've never read Lord of the Rings, but it could also be that Bilbo failed to imitate Gollum accurately, and when Pippin tried to imitate that imitation, he failed as well, and it somehow ended up being accurate.
Oh, I get it. So Bilbo did it really bad, and Peppa did the imitation of Bilbo's imitation really bad, but it ended up being what the actual thing sounded like. And here we are.
Apparently, that's also what happened with Perry the Platypus. They didn't bother to research what a platypus sounds like, so they just were told to improvise something, and they basically ended up doing it perfectly.
It's like, what the fuck does a platypus sound like? They sure as hell aren't teal, let me tell you that. Now, does any platypus wear a hat? We can never say for sure. They could. Now, you remember the special where it was revealed that Perry was a spy and they were really mad at him? Like, why would you never tell us this? Why did you keep it a secret? And then it's revealed, like, no, you guys can never know about it. Because if you do, your memories have to be wiped and he has to be put into a new family. And they're like, oh no, Perry, we're so sorry.
Yep,
then,
that was the Phineas and Ferb Across the Second Dimension movie.
That was a good movie.
Okay, you know how in musicals the couple will start singing the same song no matter how far apart they are?
Yeah.
What if that happened in real life? What if you were just at a restaurant one day and you started randomly singing because your soulmate decided to sing a duet in the shower? And someone responds, OMFG, what if that's why you get a song stuck in your head? Because your soulmate is singing it somewhere. It got better. Jesus Christ. I don't want to be soulmates with someone who keeps singing Cotton Eye Joe.
That's why Bronny keeps getting We Don't Talk About Bruno stuck in his head.
I have not had that song stuck in my head for a little bit here.
A little bit.
Yeah, it's been at least a week. Let's keep it that way.
But I like that song.
Yeah, you can like that song, but, like, I don't.
Alright, well, let's listen to Surface Tension a million times over because Caleb Piles released a cover of it.
Yeah, and it sucked.
No, it didn't. I liked it.
It was just as bad as the original.
The original wasn't bad.
The dude really needs to get a sense of what his range is and stay in it.
It's good. You just don't understand.
Don't understand? He's not that good.
You just don't get it. You don't get it at all.
He keeps trying to do these chick songs, but he keeps trying to sing like a woman, and he's not a woman.
He's not. Like, do I have to bring you back to It's Over, Isn't It, that he covered? That was good.
I got the words jacuzzi and yakuza confused. Now I'm in hot water with the Japanese mafia.
In a
I've
good,
seen that one.
in a good way or a bad way?
Yes.
Spencer's over here on the 3-year-old Tumblr posts.
You know what
Hey, I'm just reading whatever's new or hot. Whatever's hot on r/Tumblr.
I get a notification at least once a day of an r/Tumblr post, and I'll usually check it. I don't know if it's like their hottest or their newest. I just check it. And maybe I'll send it to Bronny.
Yeah, I spend more time on Pokemon Go subreddits.
The only thing I use Reddit for now, like, I'll get notifications from places and I'll check those, but, like, if I go on Reddit specifically for something, it's usually for plant shit now. We used to go on there for, health shit somewhat, when I got that rash, being like, hey guys, look at this picture of this rash in these hives, what do you think? And I did that. But yeah, I was taking pictures of my lemon plants for a while. And being like, does this look like it's growing right? Does it look like a bug tried to eat this? When can I move this to a new pot? That's primarily what I use it for, to like have other people say like, nah, don't put it in a new pot, it's still small, wait till the roots come out through the drainage holes. Looks like you could use fertilizer. Yeah, but the bug's probably gone now.
Now, most important question for the growth of the lemon trees. Has Bronny peed on them yet?
No, they're too high up and too small to handle his pee. Also, Brandon said he would get mad at us if we let him pee on it. He doesn't want to eat piss lemons when he's at our house. But we could have such huge
how many lemon
lemons!
trees do you have?
I got a lot of lemon trees. Well, I have a lot of plants growing. We'll see, like, if we get any fruit from them, but,
Yeah, so just set some aside, make a marking or something, and say, these ones are off limits. The rest of them go ham.
I think we have about 6 plants. So I'm, like, trying to replace them. Like, okay, Bronny, you piss on these 3, the other 3 are the control group, okay? Let's do it. This is gonna get us into that conversation again of like, I can't be the one to piss on the trees because, like, then I'd have to squat and do this complicated shit. Whereas Bronny is a guy and he can just whip it out and piss on them like nothing. So I'm gonna be on his ass, like, when he's heading to the bathroom, like, Bronny, what are you doing? He's like, I'm going to the bathroom, like, number 1, number 2. It's like, Heather, please. I'm like, if it's number 1, take it outside. Those trees are gonna have to be closer to the house.
And we're really weird here. I don't like it.
Too freaking bad. Do you want big ass lemons or what?
I feel like there must need to be a better way.
I guess you could pee in a cup and then, like, in the house, and then you can take it out of the house and, like, pour it on the tree, but I feel like that's dirtying a cup that we're throwing away a cup that we didn't have to.
I am putting a link in Chaos of Crochet that solves your problem. Yeah, problem, Heather.
Is it that one harness I can strap to my crotch so I can, like, pee standing up?
Kind of, sort of. It is an Amazon search link for a whole bunch of them. Like, good lord, I did not realize there were this many of them.
It's a common problem with a modern solution. Battleships ask, is Sweetie nearby? No, she's in Arizona, bro. We're in Florida now. She ain't nearby.
She doesn't like me.
She was here for a little bit when she brought Knife, but yeah, I don't expect a visit from her anytime soon.
Do you ever see your sibling and just have this overwhelming urge to smack them for no reason? Like, my brother will walk into the room and I'm like, oh man, I guess I have to end you. So responded with hashtag the Cain instinct. And someone else responded, you don't understand how much this post has ruined my life. My older sister won't stop mentioning the Cain instinct. Every time I hear the name Cain, I run in fear. It's not funny anymore. She'll literally say, I'm feeling the Cain instinct just before she attacks. But all I'm feeling is the Abel instinct. Someone save me. I am a sacrificial lamb and God is my sister with a pillow.
Bronny, I'm on my last... Oh my god. It's not calories. I'm on my last glass because I finished up this bottle. I need that popcorn.
Did you just drink an entire bottle of wine on stream again?
Don't worry, this wine is weak sauce. Like, let me see right here. Super sugary.
What happens if you drink alcohol and caffeine at the same time? Wait, never mind, this is answered. That's what a Four Loko is.
Yeah, it's only 5% alcohol in here. I basically just drank, like, slightly boozy, very sugary juice. Need stronger shit for these streams. We're heading into the summer months. You know what that means? I get margarita mix. We get the margarita wine, that shit will knock me off my ass. I switched to the margarita glass.
Yeah, what is it? Aren't girly alcohol drinks like 40% alcohol or something like that?
Most of the time, yes. Like, wine is the one exception, and that really depends on what wine you get. Like, Stella Rosa, 5% to 10%. But, like, if you get, like, real red wines and, like, the shit that you need to get a palate for, that shit will just punch you in the face with how strong it is. And freaking, don't get me started on margaritas, daiquiris, any kind of cocktail. That stuff is, like... Yeah, it is the 40% stuff, and, like, people will be walking around with their, like, watered-down beers, being like, hey, that's a girly drink. I'm like, yeah, girls get the fuck down with their drinks. They're not fucking around. They're here to get crunk, and I guess that's about it. They're here to get crunk and get messed up. My bachelorette party's gonna be such a blur.
Don't get too faded at your bachelorette party, Heather. You're gonna waste all that money and won't even remember it.
Well, that's why I have to have chaperones.
And then you're probably gonna cheat on me with the stripper. It happens all the time.
I hadn't planned on strippers. Don't worry, I'll wear super tight pants. Can't cheat in those. I also will probably invite my mom, and she'll be like, Heather, don't do that.
Are we sure about are we sure about that?
No, she above all people would not think cheating is cool. Now my younger sister, that's a whole other thing. Someone's gonna have to watch her if I let her come.
Just don't let her come. I don't trust her.
Well, the thing with bachelorette parties is it has to be all the bridesmaids, and I am under obligation to ask all my sisters if they want to be bridesmaids.
Okay, but do you want to do that?
I'm okay with it, because, like, all it is, like, the group of chicks you're gonna go hang out with during the wedding and stuff. And I don't even think all my sisters will say yes. They'll probably be like, yeah, nah, I don't wanna.
And then go figure the one sibling you're concerned about is the one that says yes.
Maybe she will. And she's a grown girl, she'll freaking take care of herself. At least she should. I need water.
Alright, let me see what I can do for you.
Oh, I have water. If you want to get me popcorn and chocolates, you can do that.
Alright.
Make sure you don't put them on knife. She's taking her nappies. She's a little baby. Me and Bronny been watching My Hero Academia, and I gotta be honest, like, they always leave things on a cliffhanger that to the point where I always want to watch more. I like that show a lot. It's so hype and really gets me into stuff. I really hope it doesn't let me down like other animes have. Beastars. You know, another anime that had me going, but to a lesser effect, was Fairy Tail. I liked Fairy Tail. Magic. Had cute characters. Characters I liked.
Apparently, there's a headline: First robot decides to live with humans as an uncooperative egomaniac. Its owner responded, fits right in.
But yeah, sounds about right.
It's okay, Kiki. It's just Daddy.
The noise in the kitchen alerted Nap. She was like, "What the fuck?" And I'm like, "Naps."
It's just Daddy, Kiki. Back to sleep. Go back to sleep. Good girl. Good Kiki.
It happens every time. I'll get my cat curled up all nice and comfy on my lap. She's purring away. I'm petting her. We're nice and chill. And then something slightly moves 3 miles away and she bolts off me.
Oh yeah, we get that kind of when we're like laying with her in our bed, because she always wants to like lay in between us or on one of us. Like today I was cuddling with Bronny, and of course like we're facing each other, arms around each other, and she picks to like walk up, crawl over my thighs, and like into that little narrow valley between us, curl up and take a nap. And he goes like, she always picks the most inconvenient places to nap. I'm like, yeah, because the inconvenient places in between us, it's the warmest, probably most comfiest spot in the house. And she's like, oh hell yeah, they made themselves into a bed again.
Hey, don't strangle me.
Do you want Andy's chocolates or Valentine's chocolates?
That's a hard choice. I had Valentine's chocolates in mind so people can see the giant ass box you got me so I could show off and flex.
Alright.
Yay! Ah man, for Valentine's Day, I haven't even told you guys about that. It was earlier this week. Bronny made us some damn good steak. I think I might have shared pictures of it on Twitter, but he got it like red in the middle. He got it so good. I bought A1 sauce today because while I was eating I realized, oh, I didn't have A1 sauce. A1 sauce, freaking delicious. But yeah, he made a really good steak. We have potatoes, garlic bread. He got me this big box of chocolates.
That box is mostly space, to be fair. Like, look how much space is in between.
Oh yeah, like every candy box is gonna do that. Hold on, Bronny. You'll have some with you.
Okay.
The flavor. I have to at least remember what the fuck the shape is. Ooh.
Thank you.
I'm pretty sure this was an old one, but it's still funny. Take me to the art museums and make out with me. But they said not to touch the masterpieces. Well, someone's got to pin the artwork to the wall. Mrs. Johnson, those idiots are freaking in the East Wing again.
But boy, are they hella smooth. This ring is getting awful fuzzy.
Charles B. wants to know how often you and Sweetie talk now.
Not so often. We interact on Twitter sometimes. Check up on each other. I think the last time we had an interaction was Christmas, around Christmas time. Because I sent her a present, of course, and all that stuff. But outside of that, it's occasional. Sometimes you just, reconnect when it's most convenient.
Charles B. also said something else, but I'm going to leave you to read that one.
I read it, and we're gonna just steam past that. Because it is.
All right.
Well, Heather, I have good news.
What's the good news?
I am not fond of this Mountain Dew.
What's wrong with it? Let me take a sip.
What flavor is it?
It's like a blast of raspberry lemonade flavor with other natural flavors. Yeah, it's just raspberry lemonade.
Well, I'm not as fond of it,
You
so
say black
more for
raspberry
you.
lemonade?
Yeah, it tastes fine. I mean,
Alright.
it's nothing amazing, but I thought it tasted fine. You can have the entirety of that watermelon juice, because I felt like that wasn't very flavorful. So, yeah, that's for you. This will be for me.
Okay.
And probably Justin, because it's 0 calorie and no sugar,
Maybe.
if he even wants it.
Did you try the most recent Christmas Mountain Dew?
What was that?
How the frick do I describe it? It was weird. Like, it tasted like a Christmas store.
They, like, put pine in it and shit?
Like, you know those cinnamon-scented pine cones?
Yes.
It was like that mixed with some of the meanest ginger. And, like, the scrapings of icing off of a gingerbread house.
It's weird how you can infuse those flavors.
I tried it and my assistant manager tried it at the same time, and we could not determine if it was good or not.
That's the hardest thing in the world.
Popcorn.
It's warm. Oh, that's hot. Oh my god, you can see the steam in the camera if you're looking right here. Just watch. Oh my god, you can faintly make that out. This one actually popped decently. For some reason, I swear, I feel like it's only in recent years you really can't make popcorn bags, like, pop all the way through like you used to.
That's mainly because a lot of more modern microwaves cheat, and they use timers and weight input from the user to determine how long they should run, instead of older microwaves, which actually use a humidity sensor to determine when the steam has escaped the popcorn bag, and that allows them to run accordingly.
So I'm not crazy.
Yep, a channel I subscribe to called Technology Connections did a video about a 90s era microwave that is honestly more amazing than modern microwaves.
We need to bring it back.
Oh yeah. Heck, he also has several videos on a toaster by the brand Sunbeam. There are no buttons, no dials, no anything. You just put the toast in, it will automatically lower, and when it's done toasting, it automatically comes back up.
Oh, I like it. You know the awkward thing with some toasters is like if you put a bagel in there, or like some bread that just doesn't fit perfectly in there, you gotta kind of like, and you don't want to put your fingers in there because it burns. So you have to get like a plastic fork or something. You don't want to get a metal fork. Or you ever try to toast the butt of the bread, and it gets stuck in there?
Yes.
Like a piece of it falls off? Total Louis says, draw me large boobies. I will draw you large boobies for a price. I'm open to booby and dick requests. Doodling them. For a price.
I'm going to start a false crime podcast where I explain crimes that never actually happened. I'm going to do the crimes you explain, forcing you into having a true crime podcast.
Oh, wow. Gonna get my fingers too buttery. We still got crocheting to do. I finally watched that Thomas the Tank Engine video. Were you the one that told me, like, hey, that's a good one, watch it?
Thomas the
think
Tank
I was.
Engine. The heck did
Yes.
I come back in on?
So, you remember Tomska?
Yeah.
There was a video, he said, Tomska and friends talk about Thomas the Tank Engine. And it just had the caption, like, on the thumbnail of, like, do tank engines die? And I'm just like, I don't know. I saw the thumbnail and I was just like, I don't want to know if I want to go down this rabbit hole in Emerald's like, nah, do it, it's funny. And I did, because I know a bit about Thomas the Tank Engine, not because I liked it as a kid, but all my nephews did. It was like a freaking tradition that every one of those children loved Thomas the Tank Engine and all the little trains, so I ended up having to, like, babysit them all and watch that freaking shit all the time. So I know a lot about the lore of Thomas the Tank Engine, whether I like it or not. So I watched Tomska's video with quite a bit of context about, like, how tank engines can die and what the implications to society are, which is funny because it was stuff I would talk about at the time when I had to watch this show with other people. I'm like, what's this shit with being a really useful engine? Why is it they're always threatening these trains with death? Why are they all freaking obsessed with being useful? Are they slaves? Are they really alive? What's going on? And he basically just, like, expanded on all of that, and I'm like, yeah, that's all the stuff I was thinking while I watched it.
Yeah,
Sounds
why
like
are
a
they
horrible
considered
show.
being really useful? You know, the whole genocide thing.
Because steam engines are only on the island of Sodor.
We're just having a purpose in life. I don't know.
I don't know, Bronny. Their purpose in life is awful sad.
Yeah, that happens
know-
sometimes.
Life isn't about being useful.
I will say I don't really agree with Tom on the idea that Lady is supposed to be God. I think he misinterpreted Thomas and the Magic Railroad a little bit.
I only watched that movie. Well, I watched it, but, like, I only remember bits and pieces from different times of watching it because all my nephews watched it. I remember Diesel 10. He was my favorite. Mostly because he just
Same.
wanted to fucking kill everybody. He's like, I'm gonna go kill steam engines. Why? Because, I don't know. Seems like a thing to do.
Screw them, that's why.
Like, fuck it. I'm Diesel 10. I have a huge ass claw for no determined reason. So, fuck you guys.
Sounds like a horrible show that nobody should watch.
It's really a pain in the ass, but kids love trains, so what are you gonna do?
Find a better show.
We can't have them all watch My Little Pony, Bronny. There's not enough trains in that show.
We only show the episodes of the Exposition Express.
Oh my god. Yeah, I tried to do that with my nephews a little bit, and I guess it worked. Like, the freaking mystery cake episode. My god, that cake looked amazing. But that episode, I showed it to my nephews because it took place on a train, and that was all they needed. They were just like, oh, yeah, we're in a train, and there's cake. Awesome. My nephews were really into A Candlelight Wedding. Like, that was the episode my nephew CJ would keep, like, putting on repeat. Like, when I wasn't even around, I'd wake up one morning, go downstairs, and he was already, like, halfway through it. I think he probably liked the Changeling Invasion.
I went to North Carolina back in June. I got my baby sister on the MLP bandwagon.
That's what you do. You start young.
Yep, I think we got up to the end of season 3 before I had to leave.
There you go.
Hey, you know that writing prompt account on Tumblr?
I think so.
Alright.
Yep.
You're a regular office worker born with the ability to see how dangerous a person with a number scale of 1 to 10 above their heads. A toddler would be a 1, while a skilled soldier with a firearm may score a 7. Today, you notice the reserved new guy at the office measures a 10. You decide it's best to find out what you can about this person. Cautiously, you approach his desk. He's a handsome man, tall but with a disarming smile. How could such a friendly guy with such cute dorky glasses be dangerous? You extend your hand. I noticed you're new here. What's your name? He shakes your hand warmly. His gaze is piercing, as if he's looking right through you. The name's Clark, he says. So how long have you worked for the Daily Planet?
Ah, shit! Superman is only a 10? What's Batman?
Well, hold on. Remember, 10 is the top of the scale here.
I suppose.
Anyway, it's been a few weeks, and one of Clark's friends shows up. She's pretty and all, enough muscle that she must work out. First thought would be that she should be maybe a 6. Clark's introducing her around. This is my good friend Diana. She's from out of town. You blink and take a step back in fear. You've never seen an 11 before.
Diane's an 11? Wonder Woman's an 11.
Yeah.
Get Batman! I mean, I know Batman's not going to be that high, but he's a 9 at least.
Batman's a 15.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
If he is, I'd freaking die. I love it.
Like, here's one of the scariest things about Batman. Encrypted on the Justice League's space station computer are audio files detailing how to take out every single member of the Justice League, including himself.
He's the guy that made the plan. Yeah, that is a thing that Batman does, though. He plans for everything. That's his deal.
Oh, first comment. Apparently there's a follow-up where the guy connects the dots and figure out all the Justice League's secret identities, and he jumps up to a 9 because of it.
Oh god! Why did your level go up? That doesn't make you deadlier. The power of knowledge.
Well, you just gained the ability to blow the secret identities of the most powerful people on Earth.
I guess it's not all about physical ability, then.
Yeah, was this a strength rating, or... Yeah, no, these are danger ratings, so...
Oh. You know what? I think I'm gonna keep it straight for a bit, and then I'll start decreasing again. Yeah, this kind of has like a slope to it, and that's good. Perfect.
Actually, I remember one comic where it's like, Bruce and Clark stargazing, and Clark says something along the lines of, you know, you ever wonder if there's life out there in the universe? And Bruce just kind of turns to him and goes, dude, you're literally an alien.
That's something funny way to dress. When I think of, like, Superman and Batman comics, the first thing is not even an official comic. It's, like, just a bit that someone did, and it's like it's Superman asking Batman, hey, Bruce, how do you like your coffee? And Batman just goes, black. Like the night! All dramatically.
I'm just remembering Batman in the Lego movie when they're trying to build a submarine. Give me all the black bricks. I only work in black. And occasionally, really, really dark gray.
The Lego Batman was a fun Batman to be in. The Lego Batman movie I loved. Like, that beginning song, like, they just composed to be Batman's theme song, was the best thing ever.
Yeah. You know, I want to see Into the Batverse with the Arkham series Batman, the DC animated series Batman, and Lego Batman.
Oh my god. I think in one of
And the best part would be Lego Batman is actually the size of a Lego character, yet he's still a complete badass.
Oh, that'd be the best. I think they kind of did like a crossover with Serious Batman and Lego Batman in another Lego Batman game, where like it was like a serious, not like too serious because it's Lego, but like a legit Batman, but he was crossing universes, and like he ran into the Lego Batman that's in the Lego movie universe. And they were just like, I'm Batman, no, I'm Batman, and then they get in a slap fight.
And now we got to deal with Robert Pattinson's Batman.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. People didn't think that what is it, Michael Keaton would make a good Batman, and I wish some good movies.
Hey, what is it called when you kill a friend?
I don't know what.
Homicide.
Oh no. Oh, last 9 minutes of the stream, last 9 minutes of the stream. Any last minute comments, questions, or concerns, please save them now or hold your silence until the next stream.
It's fun to chant Bloody Mary into your car's side mirror 3 times and watch her jog and try to keep up.
Hey, you're helping her in the long run. Yeah, we're doing it straight.
Me, aged 14, reading Tolkien. Hobbits are considered children until they are 30? How funky. Fantasy world building. This is so different from us humans. Me, age 25. Oh, I get it now. Me, age 34. Actually, the Hobbits might be rushing things a bit.
Yeah. The Hobbits live life
If
pretty
you're not
good.
functional by then, you're a failure.
I don't know, the Hobbits live it pretty good where they probably don't even have to do that. Like, they live in, like, freaking little hill houses that look super cozy, and most of their time is just devoted to, like, eating snacks and maybe tending their farms and stuff. Like, farms are a lot of hard work, but it looks like they got it pretty much down. And they just fireworks and shit. Hobbits look like they live it good. They have second breakfast, Brawny.
Sounds like a really good way to get morbidly obese.
Some of them were, and they were alright with it.
I'm not alright with it.
Well, you don't get to be a hobbit then. What I thought was really funny was South Park did a thing for a while with Kanye. Like, there was that whole episode, like, prior, where, like, they made a fish sticks joke, and Kanye didn't get it. Because it was the joke is like, hey, you guys like fish stick? What are you, a gay fish? And he just didn't get it to the point where he was, like, getting violent, but then he's like, maybe I am a gay fish, and he becomes, like, freaking Aquaman. And it gets weird. So there's a follow-up episode, kind of, because it's carrying the theme of him being, like, Aquaman. Though the introducer is like, hey guys, this is Aquaman. He's like, first off, I'm not Aquaman, I'm Kanye West, and I am a gay fish. But also, I'm married to, I guess, Kim Kardashian. And she is not a hobbit, okay? Just because they based the Hobbit movie off of, and he goes like, wait a minute. And he goes to the side and calls up Kim, and he's like, hey, honey, what the fuck is up with the movie called The Hobbit? She goes like, oh, okay. He goes like, okay, so apparently The Hobbit's just loosely based on a trip she took with her friends to White Castle, but that doesn't mean she's a hobbit. Like, the whole joke was that she's actually ugly and she looks like a hobbit. And there was a part where he, like, has a music video where he's singing a song. He's like, my bitch ain't no hobbit. I would know if she was a hobbit. Don't fucking tell me I'm dating a hobbit. And he, like, just slowly through the episode, he's losing his mind because he's like, oh shit, am I dating a hobbit?
That's why we don't watch South Park.
South Park is funny. Leave me alone. Find me another place to pirate it. The place I used to pirate it hasn't updated. Alright, last 4 minutes of the stream, Any last minute comments, questions, or concerns, please bring them up now. Forever hold your silence until the next stream.
I have a comment. I'm about to chuck my Pokeball Plus through a wall.
What?
Well, first off, the silicone at the top button has completely come unglued, so there's just a gaping hole in the red top of this thing. And it keeps disconnecting from my phone after like half a minute.
How old is that thing?
3-ish years. I got it at launch.
Yeah, I got mine at launch too. But I'm not experiencing these problems. Though, then again, I leave it just in my backpack all the time and barely touch the thing.
I use it a lot.
3 years of use, of heavy use, is probably going to be something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not the
Thankfully,
best.
I think the solution's going to be easy. I'm just going to patch it up with Flex Seal, but I need to get some Flex Seal.
There it is. I gotta actually use my Pokeball Plus. My Onix is still in there. That Onix is gonna be so
honestly,
fucking buff.
Yeah. Honestly, I would suggest, if Pokemon storage space is concerned, just turn off the Pokemon catching, and then you can just hang it off to the side, and it'll just auto-spin Pokestops when you pass them.
Yeah, I don't think I've figured all that out yet, but yeah. I'll get too full of shit, though. Like, the other day, like, you know, we were fighting that raid and stuff. I had to make sure I had space for more stuff. Of all things, I kept running out of Pokeballs really fast, and so I had to open up presents to get more of those, and then dump, like, the 50 regular potions I have, because, my god, I have, like, 50 max potions and 50 max revives, so I don't need all this basic shit.
Yeah, I do a lot of potion chucking, too.
You got to. I'm sick of having to spend a couple Pokecoins on expanding my space. I mean, shit.
Yep. Alright, let me scroll through today. 100 potions, 50 super potions, 12 hyper potions, 600 Pokeballs, 100 raspberries, 100 Nanab berries.
Right. Last minute of the stream. Any last minute comments, questions, or concerns, please say them now. Forever hold silence until the next stream. We got some progress done on this ear. It's a little longer. Supposed to swoop down. I'm doing a couple regular straight ones, and then I'll start decreasing at the top of this ear again. And then at the end, We'll have a very fluffy downward cast ear. And then we'll make a second one. Hopefully, I have this plush done before the next Chaos and Crochet, which is 2 weeks from now, so definitely. Next week, we'll be playing Undertale again. Thinks to be like, what, part 4?
Sounds about right. It's just gonna be 2 hours of selling stuff to Tem.
Oh, so much. I hope it's just not 2 hours. There's gonna be a point where, like, you know what, we have enough money.
Well, how much of a spoiler do you want for the selling things to Tem mechanic?
Oh no, I already know about it. We want that Temmie armor, don't we?
Yes. So you have to get enough money to send Tem to Colleague,
And then she
you
comes
need to get
back.
enough money to get the armor.
How much is the armor?
Good question.
Then we'll know our goal. 1,000 to send her to college, and then whatever the Temmie armor is after that. And maybe just a little bit of money on the side to buy healing items. Anyways, time for the goodbyes. Alright, Ronnie, say goodnight.
Have a good night.
Emeralds?
Have a good night, everybody.
Alright, and good night, everybody. I'm going to take a moment to thank my wonderful patrons today. We got Easy Mode Gamer, Angel of Speed, Patrick Gardner, Aaron Davis, DJ Skywalker, Spencer, who is here in the chat with us today. Big hand for him. We got Carol Kirkpatrick and Phil Merbroni. If you'd like to be like one of our patrons here today, you can do $10 per post on my Discord, on my Patreon, so you can be a part of our Discord server. I'm posting more memes and stuff in there lately, and stuff in the art gallery, so that's good if you want to see that. You can have a little more interaction. That'd be cool. We're lucky to have you here. So you can go and click the link in the description. If you feel like I'm not worth that much, that's cool. You can do $2 per post, and I'll try to get to a kazoo cover. You know me, I'm really good at playing the kazoo. So I could make a little video of like a 2-minute song you'd like to hear covered in kazoo. Maybe I'll put in some slide whistle. You don't know until you do it. If you feel like I'm worth not that much, you can go ahead to the bottom link in the description to go to my tip jar, and you can, tip me however much you think I'm worth. If it's no negative numbers, please, but yeah. Or you can tip me nothing. You can go on my Twitter, follow my stuff there. I post pictures and stuff. People seem to enjoy that to a degree. Give me more followers. Why not? I thought this was a pretty nice stream today, a little bit slow in places, but we've had some good conversations. And I want to thank everyone for showing up. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye.